from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Show your FR account for Bronze to Mythic, episode 22, draft 22. Unfortunately, I know, like, comment, subscribe to all your stuff. This means that we've not made it to the under. We officially are over. We are over the line of 21.5. Rough draft there, not the prior one before. It was the real nasty one, but that's okay. All right, so we'll do it this draft, not a problem, and we're almost there. Learning the format. Definitely, there's a lot of trappy cards in this format, and we're kind of falling into the traps and then learning that there are traps and then trying not to fall into them anymore. So, learning the format as we always do. Once again, folks, take it half a second, hit the like button, please. Helps me out a ton. If you're watching the video on YouTube, watching on Twitch, make sure you follow, and let's just do it. Slightly over the line, just like last format. Last format, we had made Mythic yet, obviously, but in March of the Machine, it took us 22 drafts to make Mythic. We just over the line. And this time, we're looking to be about the same. That's okay, though. Let's open up Legolas. I agree. Legolas has crushed us a few times, and that one is pretty sweet. Also a pretty fun card to build around. So, give me a build around. I ain't scared of no green. Where are they? All right, we're in. And we got, this is a fun one. There and back again. 5-mana Saga. Up to 1 target creature can't block for as long as you control this. Search for a mountain to put on the battlefield, and then make a 6/6. This card actually doesn't even seem that good. Truth be told, it's just a 6/6 flyer for 5 with like on a suspend or whatever. But what else we got here? We got Eowyn, Gorebag,
Still a piece of garbage.
Claim the Precious, Troll of Khazad-dûn, Rally at the Hornburg, Generous Ent. It's the top red rare on 17 lands. That seems absurd to me. But all right, you know what? It's Bronze to Mythic. What do we do here in Bronze to Mythic? We take the rare. The whole point is to learn the format. And what better way to do it than take the rare? You don't see rares as often, so if you're going to be trying to learn the format in its entirety, you don't want to be drafting on day 2 of an Arena Open or at a Pro Tour and see a rare and not know how good it is. So let's take the rare here. Passing Precious, some black cards, and give it a try. It is a 6/6 token. It is flying in haste. It's pretty powerful, you know, but let's give it a spin. And, of course, a reminder, as always, the numbers you see here are the Draft Mythic rankings. We have a static ranking from LSV up here with, oh, man, Goldberry, with the ranking. And then we have the bottom ranking here is dynamic based on the cards you have and all the games played on Untapped. Goldberry River Daughter plus there and back again is kind of insane. You get to go back and then do the chapter again. See, hold on. You can't. So apparently I cheated with this card at the pre-release. The judge told me wrong information. If you go back a chapter, you don't trigger the chapter, but you get to trigger the dragon again. But it's also legendary. Whatever. It sucks. 2 smogs doesn't work. I was thinking Quick Beam here. I like Quick Beam. I like the idea of playing with in a red-green deck. So yeah, let's just do Quick Beam, I think. Not scared of green at all. My tabled Pathfinder. Yeah, I'm in. Mouth of Sauron, Rise of the Witch King. Mouth of Sauron's insane. Very, very good card. Rise of the Witch King is pretty good, but not as good. Witch King returns Smog. I mean, technically it does, yeah. It says permanent, but... pretty much the only 2 options here are Mouth of Sauron and Rise of the Witch King. Rise of the Witch King is quite good in like the kind of like green, multicolory, like high power level deck because usually you're playing with your land cyclers. Mouth of Sauron is a little more awkward there because we have a red and a green card. Rise tends to go later though. It's definitely a more finicky card. It's just a tough pick here, honestly. I'm going to take the Rise of the Witch King. I'm not sure if that's right. I could easily be wrong on that one, but I like Rise. I want to play my first 2 picks if possible. We'll see. And we get into a terrible pack here. Just a bunch of crappers, really. Not a lot of green cards either, which is not a good sign. Usually green's open because everyone hates it, but... That is true, actually. With there, back again, makes 14 treasures. which is just an instant kill with a bat. It's kind of cool. It's a possibility. Haunt's fine. The thing about these green decks is you want to be base green, splashing with the colors, so just going to take the green card here out of a pretty weak pack, and we'll see if we need to reevaluate our thoughts. There's Generous End. We like that one a lot. Another pretty bad pack. Sure. I don't hate Minds of Moria, honestly. It's a card we keep opening, and like I'd play it if I got it late, but take the End. Alright. Another pretty stinky pack. Celeborn's pretty bad. I think this card's just not very good at all. However, none of these other cards are very good either. I don't really want to play Envelope in my multicolor green deck. Nor do I want to play Shelob's Ambush either. That's pretty bad. Does sort of like cut green. Oh my god. All right, well, green, this is a green's open, which is where we want to be, obviously. This is kind of the whole benefit of drafting greens. You get green cards super late. Strider's great. Strider's an excellent card. Mirror Guardian's fine also, but yeah, pretty easy Strider. Battle Scarred Goblin, another Ent. Partings is like our #1 card, I think. So take Partings here. Ent's obviously very good, but I think we'll get more of those eventually too. Porter and Goblin are fine, but Partings is the thing that makes everything work. So the secret of drafting green is just ignoring all of the ignore all the synergy stuff and just play draft for power. So an Ent and a Troll late here also, which is great. Love Troll, love the off-card cyclers. Also good with our Rise of the Witch King, which is great. Rally Wheel, but we're not really going to be that red, I don't think. So not really a rally deck. Kingfisher, Isolation of Orthanc. Alright, I think it's possible to be might be blue also. Again, I think Kingfisher is also very good in this deck, where it's not very good in the blue decks, but take an Envelope, don't want to play it. You want off-color cyclers for splashing. You already have green. Ent is like the worst cycler in this multicolor green deck, because it's a good card, but like you want your cyclers to be off color because you want to get your splash colors. You don't need more forests, you know? So, alright, so Envelope is crazy. Why is it crazy? Uncle Patrol, Back Breath, not any of those. Blue one's double blue. Yeah, the blue one's the one that's not good because you can't splash it. It's also not a creature for my Rise of the Witch King. So, alright, so an okay start. Looking to be kind of Jundy. We'll see. Not thrilled with our start here, but all right. Pack 2, help me out. Press the enemy. We are good at opening stinkers, let me tell you. All right. Pretty bad pack for us. Build a Pony's pretty good, but we're not going to splash that. Just many partings, I think. Just make sure our mana base works. Yeah. Sure. Let's partings it up here. Lash is like not a very exciting removal spell, so. What is this? Alright, I need to look at that later. Alright, Oliphant, Moria Marauder, another Celeborn the Wise, Biblo Bergens. Biblo Bergens is obviously pretty sweet as far as like making treasures and things like that, but it's pretty hard to cast early. Makes black really a deep splash. Very good card though. Berserker's okay. Oliphant's fine. We're pretty not black. I think I'm okay taking Bilbo and trying to experiment there. Oliphant's replaceable, so let's try it. See where it takes us. Kingfisher again, Lorien revealed. Another many partings, and then some other cards that are less exciting. I think we just many partings again. Just make sure the mana works. Nothing else is that exciting. And again, this card's super awkward because like we're often splashing colors. It's not a creature, and then it costs double blue. So Very, very good as far as the land cyclers go if you're playing the color, but the worst splash one, obviously. So take Partings. Theoden, Ents Fury, Bag End Porter, and some Garbo. Ents Fury is solid. Pretty happy there. Partings plays well with the Watchdogs too, obviously, which is nice. Gimli, Son of Gloin. And not too much. Gimli's good this deck. Pretty happy with Gimli. Just a good solid creature. Need a little more rampy stuff, I think, but not Smeagol. Not really need to. We don't need a Great Hall of Citadel here because we're trying to do other stuff. Balrog's fine. I mean, I'll play one, I think, but that's my wee lad Gimli. Mirror Guardian, super solid. Good blocker. Good with our fight spells. A couple decent white cards here, but it's fine. Saruman the White. Saruman's pretty good. It's our 4th copy of Many Partings, though, which is pretty awesome. We're also not super cheap, so we're probably not double spelling for Saruman. So let's take the Partings, I think. Yeah. Revive a Shire and a bunch of garbage. Many Partings is a double spell, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's Saruman there, but Alphonse, cool. Would love a Doors of Durin deck. Right now, we're probably not playing Bilbo. We only have 2 blue cards, but Celeborn's also pretty unexciting. His card's just pretty bad. We're definitely light on 2-drops. We need some more 2-drops for sure. We need some couple of those mana creatures. Love to open a Delighted Halfling. That'd be great too. Celeborn's pretty bad. This pack sucks. Bag End Porter is fine. I prefer to play better cards than that, but if you need a 4-drop, it'll do. Alright. Good rare. Good rare, please. God damn it. It is a good rare, but it's a rare. It's off color and requires ring temps, and we're not ring tempting at all. So, I think the other Strider's better. We also have the Meldonor here. We have any ETB effects? Not really. Other options are... That's really it. Second Strider is also... okay. We did have to open Aragorn. I wanted the other Aragorn, but... shit. Let's take this second Strider. I don't love that, but I just ran out of time and I was take. Another Ents Fury, another Watchdogs. I like Watchdog a lot, honestly. It's a good 2-drop, especially after many partings on turn 1. And I think we're desperate for 2-drops here, so I'm going to take the Watchdog. Even though Ents Fury is better, I think the Watchdog is better in this particular spot, so... Take the Watchdog. Frickin' Rosie Cotton and Faramir. Damn. I don't think we're playing white, so that is kind of unfortunate. Let's take Spider. That's not ideal. Rosie Cotton is pretty funny with the thing. A second copy of Rise of the Witch King is freaking awesome. Now I want some more tokeny stuff to sacrifice, honestly, but... yeah. Second Rise of the Witch King. Friendly Rivalry, another Watchdogs, or an Ents Fury. I think we just... there are diminishing returns on the Watchdogs, unfortunately, but... I also want some crappy sacrificey things for our Rises now, too. Rivalry might... there's a chance Rivalry tables also. I think I want the dogs. I think we're not playing blue. Old Jolly Ho Tom Bombadil. Pathfinder's everything we ever wanted, obviously. It's a slam Pathfinder here. Lobelia Sackville Baggins is okay. It's not that bad, actually. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're playing blue. Sure. Urkin Brand again. Revive the Shire, Quarrels, and... Yeah, blue's not really happening. I mean, I could play. I don't know. Playing Island's tough. Humans? You have some human. I don't play any of these cards, honestly. Quarrels. Into the Fire. Eagles. There's a Mirkwood Bats we're not very excited about, though, because we have a billion 4-drops already. We don't really have much fodder for our 2 Rise of the Witch Kings, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. You have 1,000 4-drops also, right? Ugh. Yeah, I don't love our deck, honestly. Revive the Shire. Wow, late. Actually, that was great. Late rally. We can rally in this deck. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on here. We got kind of a wacky one. Revive the Shire. This Quarrels ends playable too. Celeborn the Wise. Curith Ungol Patrol. I think we're not playing the blue cards. Puts us at 27. All right, we have a pile of cards here, yeah. Perhaps we've delved too greedily and too deep, but let's take a look. So this is 28 cards, 4 Many Partings, and then 1 of each Land Cycler, which is pretty nice. Double Rise of the Witch King, Ends Fury Rally, Lash Spider, Baggins, Spearmasters are very unexciting. Part of the drawers you can play, maybe just play the frickin' blue cards, honestly. We have 4 Many Partings and a Pathfinder. Our mana should work, right? And we're going to play very few lands. We're playing 13 lands, I think. Baggin, Porter, Gimli, Rise of the Witch King there and back again. So we have 7 lands in our mana base, essentially. Is Bag and Porter even necessary? Bilbo's very good, obviously. Making treasures is great. The ring. I guess we're not really ring tempting either, though. I don't think I want the blue. Let's screw the blue. Alright, get rid of the blue. 26 cards. Need to add a playable. Revive a Shire is also kind of fine. Black Breath. I don't love it. But Gimli counter kills. Yeah, I like what Revive. Revive plays well with the Watchdogs too, so we're leaning pretty hard on these Watchdogs early on as our early game, which is fine, I think. We have some token stuff for Rise, which is good. This is 13 lands, so we're looking at like just a bajillion forests. Obviously, we want to get our partings going, so we're looking at 7, 5, 19. Maybe even 2 swamps. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2 swamps is easy. Just play 8 forests, try and guarantee that first green source. So we're playing 13 lands, 4 partings. We should draw gas because we're playing so few lands, and a lot of our cards pull out lands anyway, so we should draw a lot of gas, thankfully, which should be good. We got some power. Kind of a weird deck, honestly. Do we need 4 mountains? Why? We have 1,000 Many Partings. We have 1 double red card and a bunch of cards that get colors. So I think finding Psychic Red should not be difficult. If you wanted to sell me on 4 mountains and 1 swamp, I could maybe hear that, honestly. Yeah, I think I like that, actually. All of our black cards are late game cards. We have a Troll, Double Witch King, Baggins, and a removal spell. Where some of our red cards are early, and like Rally, Quarrel's End, and we have double red here too. I could buy that. So let's do 8-4-1. As far as cards we're not playing, one of my opponent mills my only swamp. That is an exceedingly unlikely thing to happen, so I'm not going to worry about it. Troll and opener with only swamp. That's true also. Alright, whatever, let's do this. Yeah, this goes here, obviously. So I think this is fine. We'll obviously prioritize getting red with our many parties and stuff too. And this is the worst of the castable land cyclers, so revive a Shire of a Swamp. There we go. Easy as that.
What about elevensies? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
Alright. That's our deck. Honestly, kind of an interesting one here. A little Jund action. And now, of course, as always, it's prediction time. What do you think, folks? 7 wins, yay or nay? This is not to see if we get to Mythic or not. This is for 7 wins. Although 7 wins will get us to Mythic, I'm pretty sure. So, place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? YouTube folks, take a second and pause the video. Scroll to the comments, leaving a like along the way because you support the channel and want to help me out. I appreciate that. And let me know what you think. Believer or non-believer, all capital letters on YouTube, on Twitch, place your bets. And let's rock and roll. All right, let's rock and roll. What is this?
It is a gift.
A gift? A kingly gift? My game just started. Check, hang out with me. What's...
I don't know, chat keeps saying that you need
Hi
a
there,
food.
hello.
Chat
Food? Food, right.
No, that's not.
Eat the baby, eat the baby. Is that funny? Think it's funny? You think it's funny? I don't see you laughing now.
Cassian has started laughing when other people laugh. Like on the TV and stuff. Cassian, do you?
He thinks
No, he's not gonna do it.
He thinks Smeagol's the funniest.
He does.
Stupid fat hobbitses. He's trying to hide it. He thinks it's funny. We want it precious. We needs it precious. Gives it to us.
Yeah, he wants the microphone. That's precious. Hi, you
Like,
say hi, chat?
you like dancing on the TV? What's our opponent doing here? What do you get? Those garlic nuts?
Yes.
I got a garlic nut too. Wow. Damn. A baby and a garlic nut. Oh, an 0-1? They just called you an 0-1 token in chat, Cassian.
Pretty sure he has a onesie that
Not-
says he's an 01.
Not even 1 power. Damn. What is going on? Where's my
Of course
opponent?
that he was 0-1.
What's happening? What is Cassian? Dude. Hi.
Your opponent's watching the stream.
Yeah, obviously. What do you think, folks? We're waiting for our opponent here.
Cassian, did you scare?
Did you scare our opponent away? What do you think?
Oh.
We want it precious. We need it precious. Gives it to us. Stupid fat hobbitses. What is going on? Where's our opponent?
Tasty?
Is it
Is it scrumptious precious?
Karn is so desperate for attention.
Karn,
it's
really-
pathetic.
Oh, come here.
It's
Karn.
pathetic.
It's okay.
All right.
Karn wants to be
let's let
loved
go.
too.
We're
Say hi
back.
to
We're
chat.
back. They finally showed up.
Say hi to chat.
Here we are.
Karn. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go Alphon, Watchdog, Guardian, Strider. It's pretty good. All right. So give me my doggos. What do you think, kid? You gonna make this draft? Maybe we can do it. Rally at the Hornburg. Those are 1-1s. I have a 2-2. Gimli. That's my wee lad, Gimli. Let's offer the trade. Taking it. Taking it. Guardian into Gimli? Maybe Strider, we'll see. I'm gonna go Strider and then play land immediately, so. Kraben from Dunland. Strider again? That makes me much more inclined to just play Strider here. So let's play Strider. Attack, offer the trade. Give the ring to Strider. Hopefully they kill it. We just play a new one. Works for me. I don't know. Strider seemed pretty unsure about taking the ring, so. Thanks for following, folks. Bitter downfall. No problem. We've had first Strider, yes. What about second Strider?
I don't think they know about Second Strider, Jim.
Alright, yeah, I think we Strider here. Pump it. Let's go. So actually we have Quick Beam or Gimli. Never mind. Gimli's still good. Alright, so we draw a land. That's our other color, too. We're gonna hold this, though, because we're gonna use it to push Gimli through. Play Gimli and attack. We are a little out of gas here, I'm not gonna lie. They've kind of had a pretty decent rollout, but let's say go. The ability to play a land next turn and give Gimli +1 and first strike with trample also, which is nice. A lot of cards, though. Relentless Rohirrim. Ring Tempt. Goes in the bird. Torment of Golem is very good, yeah. One of the cards that looks terrible is actually very good. Alright, so you play a land, and creature gets +1, and its first strike has 4 more power. So, would I offer Strider or Gimli for the Rohirrim? I don't really want to. So what do I want to keep here? We want to keep Strider, I think, right? It's kind of weird because like Strider needs you to draw lands, and I don't want to draw lands. And Gimli is better. It's a tough call. Whatever I don't pump, they're gonna trade. So no, you can't have the microphone, Cassian. No, you can't have that. Sorry, kid. We could also just like not attack with whatever one we don't pump here. And just not offer the trade. Let's do that, actually. Let's just pump Gimli and stack for 4. For 5 of them. That works. I'll attack a bolt, but this is fine, too. Let's just chill. Try to draw a Mool Spell or something like that. Something to term a tide here. Our 13 land deck is flooded, obviously. Why wouldn't it be? Swarming of Moria make a 4/4. That's not ideal. They have they have a Lancer too. Sure. All right, they have a pretty healthy attack here if they want it. They have more things to do also. Oh god. I had to block now, kid. I had to block. 4, 8, 9. He's mad about it. He's like, Strider, no. We have to block, I think. We just can't take 9 here, I don't think. Because then if we start racing, we're going to lose the race also. This sucks. We're just like playing off the top here. Oh, not ideal. Down to 10. They're also at 10. Need a spell. We need like spell here. Oh my god, please stop. Oh no. Alright, so we gotta attack here and just offer this trade and hope we draw a fodder creature. We can't have that, Cassie. No, you can't have that. It's a microphone, you can't have that. He wants it, but I wants it, precious. But I needs it, precious. Gives it to us. Yeah, so they're gonna block with everything. They take 4 here. And now all their small creatures are gone, so we can risk this thing's a little better. They are going to put the ring on the Dunland, I think, still. Take a bunch. We could just cast this as an edict. Kill this thing, and then try and beat the 4/3. They only have 1 card in hand. I might need to just cast this, actually. Which is not ideal, but... yeah, this sucks, but... it's just like, what do I have in the graveyard? I have an Oliphant and Quick Beam. I need to draw. Drawing fodder is pretty unlikely. There's too many things I have to draw. So we'll just kill this Dunland. They don't get the loot. Hopefully they have a land in their hand. And we'll just try and beat this 4/3. Yeah, just like... it's things have to go really right for this card to be better than that. So... Braveheart reset, thanks so much. To lost value. Yeah, you know. I mean, I also did a little bit per better. Attack for 4. It's 6/6. We got some boom booms in our deck. Very, very slow boom booms. Alright. There and back again. That does not help us out at all here. They are at 6, I suppose, so like it will kill them in 2 turns if we can stay alive. So we need to draw a way to stay alive for 1 turn. wants the microphone. He's desperate. Quarrel's End, sure. Doesn't change the clock. But they did draw discard a land. Alright, down to 2. We draw a land. This is ridiculous, Cassian. You see this right here? We don't have any lands left. There's literally, what is this? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 4 lands in my deck of 22 cards.
Inconceivable!
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Unfreaking believable. Alright, I guess. 13 lands too many. Gotta cut a land. Wanna cut a land? Take one out in deck building? Unbelievable. Remember, folks, we're brought to you by...
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
We discovered the problem, obviously. It's my Mana Flood shirt. Oops. We can keep this. And these are red, but it's totally fine otherwise, I think. Rise of Witch Key is good. Nice card, sweet. Our deck is not super well set up for it, but... Ugh. Rally is good against my spider. That's fair. Alright. Sure. Like a draw red source, please. One of my 4 many partings. Yeah, we cut all our partings. We didn't play them, actually. Even though we have 4 of them, we never draw them, so... That's actually a pretty good draw. Lobelia Sackfield Baggins. Coming for your spoons. I'm coming for your spoons.
Here comes the money.
Never play around a 2-3 flash here, so... Kind of a funny card, because like, the ability doesn't matter a lot of the time, but... You're not going to kill Lobelia, are you? What a rude piece of... Oh, that's fine, sure. I'll kill one of those anyway, totally fine. Take 1. And a Flamesmith. Red source, please. So I can Rise of the Witch King here. And return Lobelia. I return a troll too, actually. Actually, yeah, sure. I can return Lobelia and make a red, but we'll just return the troll back, sure. Attack for 1, they never block here. Play land, play Rise of the Witch King. Get back our troll. Lobelia counts the power of the creature put into a graveyard. So if they bin their 2-1, we could have gotten 2 treasures and cast all of our red spells, but let's get our troll.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Please don't kill my troll. Eomer of the Riddermark. Damn. Sure. We can race here, I think. There's the red source.
Bingo! Alright.
I think I like Gimli here. My wee lad Gimli. Attack for... I guess that if they have the 3 damage spell, Gimli's worse. So Strider is safer. I'll play Strider. Yeah, just gonna play it safe. We're on a 3-turn clock. We have to trade with Eomer. We cannot let Eomer live. So if I play Gimli and they kill it with the 3 damage spell, it's really, really bad for us. So let's try and take our trade. A little infighting here. Strider and Eomer. And here they come. It's a good attack. Good attack for 2-1. I like their attack there. It's a good, smart attack. Snarling Warg has Menace. Whatever. We got a Pathfinder. I mean, they're just dead in 2 turns. So it's just like, can they kill me or I can kill them? Whatever. So, attack for 6. Play Gimli. Say go. I could actually play Rally and Pathfinder here. and to make multiple blockers. It's pretty hard for them to kill me, though, with the Warg and the Fair and Flamesmith and our one removal spell. I kind of like that, though. Sure. Let's go Pathfinder Rally. Just say go. Tight spot. Fear Fire foes we would just lose to anyway. Because if they can kill my troll, we can't win, so. Don't you freaking dare. Okay. Give the ring to the Flamesmith and then say go. So they have blocks on the troll. They block with everything, but then I have freaking Gimli. Or I can just there back again. That's too bad. There and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Bergens. Alright, the ring will go to this. Like it. Like it. I'm in.
Guess that concludes negotiations.
Alright. We did it! We found many partings! Our mat is perfect now. This is like the draw we were planning on the whole time. Turn 1 Elven Farsight. So bad. It's so bad. Also from Long Island? Sweet. The longest of islands. Top.
Inconceivable!
And they take a thingy, sure. Alright, let's go land, parting, swamp. Watchdogs on 2, make it a 3-3. And then we get to go Lobelia, perhaps, into Strider. All seems pretty good. Mediodoc, Brandybuck. Alright, so yeah, pretty easy Watchdogs and sack. Love this curve. Partings into Watchdogs is a great curve to set up your multicolor good stuff deck.
What about second breakfast?
Alright. No blocks. Alright. Mirror Guardian. Alright, so I kind of want to attack an ambush with Lobelia. Watchdogs, Watchwolf. They have a lot of foods, but wasn't natural Tron. We have our partings. Oh yeah, Lobelia gets it done. Here's Bag End Porter, whatever. Here's Oliphant, sure. So we get to go. We just Oliphant, play Mirror Guardian. It's fine. No attacks, say go. We have Strider and Rise of the Witch King. Protector of Gondor. Draw land. Okay. So. We can put Strider and play a land. And then we could pump up our dogs and attack. Rising, yeah, rise the token. I'll token to this up. Oh god damn it!
That's it. I'm going to Clown College.
Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to Bronze Mythic. I've been live for 9 hours. You know. All right. Yes. Obviously, I wanted to play Strider and then play the land, like I just freaking said. But that's fun. Let's just kill this 4/4/4, I guess. Just kill this and attack. Send in the clowns. I guess the trading Guardian for farmer's pretty bad, but just put the ring on Lobelia. Thanks, Ghostly. Appreciate it. Sure. guess that makes the quick beam worse too, but let's just do this. I'm displeased. Sure. Works for me. Say go. Lembas Spread. Very odd card. Scry bottom, draw. Play their... It's kind of weird because they, like, land cycled, like, 2 turns ago. They have 1,000 forests. It's pretty big. Alright. They have a very large Watchdogs. We have Strider. Quick Beam, Rise of the End, Rise of the Witch King. This one token is obviously screwing up our Rise of the Witch King really bad. Don't really have a good way to get rid of it either. Alright, we draw many partings. That's our green source for our Quick Beam. It's funny, I can't Strider and then Landfall too. Didn't break their Lembas. It's kind of awkward because we have Quick Beam next turn, so we got to keep our creatures in play. But we also want to try and kill this absolutely monstrous doggo. Ah! It's been a tough game. So first strike. This is 11 damage, and they have a flyer too. Can like chump block with Lobelia, just play Quick Beam and attack for 1,000 next turn. That seems fine. So we take 4, play Quick Beam. I guess this is a freaking 6/6 though. Quick Beam can't even block it effectively. Man, tough game. Alright, sure. This attacks for... It's actually 13. It forces a block. Even if I have a chump block on the backswing, like... They're going to 1. They're going to 1, folks. Alright. 8-1. Do they have a removal spell to kill me here? What's the last card? What's the last card, friend? Don't keep me in the dark. Don't slow roll me. You got it or you don't. Savage slow roll incoming for sure. Savage slow roll. I'm just waiting for it. It's coming. Wow. No, really? All right, and then we draw Rise, or we draw another Strider. I mean, our attacks aren't great. We can Rise of the Witch King and bring back an Oliphant for next turn's attacks. You can't sack Quick Beam and get it back, unfortunately. You have to get back a different thing than the thing you sacrificed. So it's probably just Oliphant, and then go for it next turn. I have the food, too, so I definitely can't die either. If I attack... Sacking the Guardian does make a Ring Bearer, too, which is kind of cool. Sack Guardian, give the ring to Strider, attack with it, make them double block. And then I could play a new Strider later also. I think I like that. So, Guardian, sack, get back, Oliphant. Actually, it was a creature too, duh. Alright, yeah, so this is good. So, sack the Guardian. Get back Oliphant. Put the ring on Quick Beam. This forces a chump block. Also, if they attack me, I can just block with Strider and play a new one too. So, I think we're good here. I think we found the victory.
You're full of surprises, Master Baggins.
All right, and back up. Back up to Diamond Tier 1. We were there earlier. Unfortunately, we fell. We fell. All right. I don't know why we just can't draw our stupid freaking many partings. We've got 8 forests and 4 many partings and a land cycler. Damn. Damn. Play it. It's a spell table. You play on spell table, like webcam commander or whatever. Sure, I can't guess many partings. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just. It's been a long stream, right? Yeah, we can't keep this, I guess. All right, whatever. Sure, it's fine. Keep this. Bottom, revive the Shire. Play partings into Watchdogs. I think we have the red source. So let's get a swamp. I replayed Sim Fantasy Hockey. What is Sim Fantasy Hockey? Thanks, guy. Appreciate it. All right, so land, Watchdogs, sack the food. Please don't. All right, if they had the freaking Spell Pierce there or whatever. Obviously, you know, you could wait. Waiting as a play around Disfinger or the Shock, but all right, attack for 3. And we're just gonna Oliphant cycle play Pathfinder. Get our mana in line. Could have a counter spell here. Obviously, the counter Pathfinder, I don't really care. Players get ratings based on the previous season and you simulate the games. That's weird. So, my Discord is set for Twitch subscribers and YouTube members. It is a members only Discord. It's part of the community. And you link your Discord or you link with your Twitch or with your YouTube membership and go from there. Urkai Berserker. We could just like attack and trade here and get 3 treasures. It's kind of cool. I'm for that. That's awesome, Sky. That sounds great. Sitting on the patio with some bourbon and a draft. That sounds like a freaking great night. Attack. Attackville Bagginses. We got a cowardly freaking Urkai over here.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boy.
Alright, gotta block. Gotta eat the doggos. So we're gonna go Sackville Baggins. Get 3 treasures. We're rich! And play Spider. Let's say go. Got the Ent next turn. Not many orcs grow to be legends. Yeah, except for freaking Gorebag or whatever. Quarrel's End. Alright, so don't want to cast our Ent into their pretty obvious counterspell here. We're going to attack at both. Kind of Gandalf here, I guess, but we have that touch, that's fine. Just gonna say go. Yeah, pretty easy spot to pretty obvious counterspell, I think. Draw a bunch of cards, you got it. So very, very scary spot. They have some hard removal, but alright, here's our Ent. Attack with our stuff. And they're at 11, but they have 8 cards in hand to my 2. So we need to close this game out soon, soon, soon. Here's Survivor. Birthday Escape. That's a great start for us, I think. And the Palantir, love it. Good card. Not so relevant right now, obviously. So, they scry, top, and we're going to make them, we're going to lose a life. Say mill. We lose nothing. Awesome. Many partings. Okay. I mean, we're going to just kill this and attack for 1,000, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9. Put them at 2. Yeah, I guess we're going to Quarrel's End first. We'll just discard this many partings. Rally? That doesn't really help. Rally gives haste, but yeah, we got to kill this, I think, so. Oh, they got a 1, right? That's even better, so. Let's just play the land. Play the Fury. And then we just attack for a bunch. And you go to 1. Pretty good place to be when you have a Rally of the Hornberg in your hand. A desperate rescue of the Pellingar Survivor. 20-1, folks. Trees and Advising Guard. Yeah. Put the this thing back on top of their deck, right? Very desperate indeed. Late. Late is the hour. Gandalf rides to Isengard, seeking my counsel.
Full of surprises, Master Baggins.
Alright, let's go, folks. Keep it up. This hand's dope. Keep. We gotta find a big boom boom to discard, but this hand's awesome. Just seems strange that any red shirt could put on the ring and become better, but that's like what that's the point, right? You know, like Frodo just has a ring, you know, like it's just part of the, you know, obviously it's not exactly the story, it's a game, you know. Get a swamp. We have Rally into Quarrel's End. Right. Deagle had it for like 60 seconds, right? Strider also, love it. Alright, so Rally. Question is, what do we discard to this Quarrel's End? Nothing at present. Mordor Muster. Generous End is a great pickup. We're going to discard the End to the Quarrel's End. Skip a step, honestly. Let's attack. Really want to trade here. So my Edict is better. Deagle was a ring bearer, folks. Deagle. Just because it was for a short time doesn't mean that he wasn't a ring bearer. Attack for 2. Please block. Love it. Swamp. Quarrel's End, discarding Generous End. Cool. Your turn. Play a nice juicy 3-drop here. Something with some real beef to it, you know?
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boy.
Something? Anything? We can Strider too if they don't play like a creature worth killing, or play like a crappy thing. The Black Breath. Prefer if it didn't happen, yeah. That's my swap. Looks pretty nice. Thanks for touching it. About as bad as it gets, sure. Alright, we'll wait on that one. Let's play Strider. Say go. Strider's great. Really, really good card. Very, very undervalued card because it goes very late because no one wants to be red-green. Opponent's only playing 1/1s. Yep. Trying as hard as possible to make Rise of the Witch King as bad as possible. There it is. Oh, here we go, folks. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. Should I... Oh! Look who's coming back to the party. Play a land. Pump this up. Play a Mirkwood Spider attack. Let's go. Taste it. Your turn. Get up playing Strider second main phase is good to keep options open, but what's the point of playing a land second main phase? I mean, if you're trying to bluff a trick or whatever, you want to have the mana up, sure, but like, it's good if your opponent doesn't know you have a land drop. You know, just less information possible. Now what? Huh?
Reader's right, as the Nazgul flies. And you better hope we don't have one of those on our tail.
Easterling Vanguard, sure. And back in the old Tankaroni. Opponent's trying to outbluff Johnny Chan right now. Spider won't get first strike. No. Here's a Lancer. Alright. They have a sacrificey thing too. They have a Lash the Balrog, sure. Gonna kill my Ent. This is fine. And oh my god. That sucked. Alright. They still have 2 cards left if they're all of that too. Jesus. Alright, we're going to I guess we're gonna attack. Like level 2 ring-bearing work army's worth a spider, I think. So let's attack. I don't want them looting and stuff. Yeah, sure. Alright, so they agree. Just Pathfinder, Porter. Any land is a pump on Pathfinder. Any spell is great too. So not quite Strider, you know, but still fine. Still beefy. Here comes the ring attack. Draw. Discard a land. I think Spider's great, yeah. I think 1/1 Death Touch for 1 is just a good draft card. It just comes down early, chips it a few points in, valuable late, good early blocker, keeps you alive. Often good in these sort of like multicolor green bullshit decks, because you just play it early and just block and trade off with something, whatever, you know. Has value later too. Yeah. Opponent's really deep in the tank here. Alright, sure. 3 cards in Ent.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Later, Sky. Have a good dinner, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. If you're studying, folks, my name is Jim Davis, pro Magic player and full-time content creator. Hi, if it's here for the first time, that's awesome. I appreciate you. Seriously. You came to watch my TV show. It's really, really great. Thank you. This is my show called Bronze and Mythic, where I dump my account for Bronze and Mythic. Potential last episode here, draft number 22. We're in High Diamond and trying to make some moves into Mythic. And I do other content as well, mostly constructed. And YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me and all the stuff. And opponent is all ready for our opponent. Check Check out the old TikTok. Maybe? Yes? No? Maybe? Improvise. They just freaking love sacking things to kill things. That's just their jam. Alright? Everyone's got their jam, and that's their jam. Big draw on the eye font.
Good lord. Gigantic.
Adding threads? I don't think so. Like, Elon Musk may be a freaking moron, but eventually he'll just give up and sell Twitter to someone else, and they'll make it fine again. So, just love sacking stuff. All right, here we go. Your turn. Opponent's a cat oven player. That's lethal, folks. Can't have many more removal spells left, right? Rally. Strider. Pretty sure it's just Leroy. Actually, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. Maybe leave this back, actually. Let's start with these two. After 9 hours of streaming, I feel thin. Sort of stretched. Like butter over too much bread. I need a holiday. That's still lethal. What do you got? Sure. Our opponent's a fighter, alright? They're really, really fighting through here. They take 3, 4, 5, and they gain 3. Alright. They got 1 card left. Alright, here's my Strider. You're up. Any land turns on Pathfinder. Also a landfall. Any spells good too. Rally. Okay. They're like so all in of his token thing. Like, whew.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Or you could draw a land and a spell, I guess. Let's see here. Actually, if I were to... I could play a land and pump this thing. But they would just double block it and go to 1, probably. Would they? This thing dying is... This thing is pretty valuable now. Sure, whatever. Let's do it. Now we can... Now we can do it. What do you got? 1 card left. Alright, they're going for it. Alright, they're going to 1. 28 to 1. That's what I'm talking about.
After it was all over, we took us in the house to serve his pancakes.
3 wins away.
How many? 4.
Alright. And is good. We can keep this. Pretty fast there, back again. Partings for, I guess, second mountain. It's a good trade, right? Rohirrim Lancer. Alright, just stop drawing lands. 13 lands is just far too many. Just too many lands. Take 1.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, they can have like the 1 mana trick thing. I'm not gonna attack. Just play partings. Sure. Nah, I still can attack actually. 13 lands, folks. Just far too many lands. I mean, can't Essence Scatter right there and back again, so that's pretty good. Take 1. They obviously can have the cancel here, which would really suck. This is ridiculous, alright? Come on! many lands are in my deck right now? 3, 6, 7, 8. We have 5 lands left in our entire deck. Unbelievable. So Sarabon's Trickery is the cancel, and it's a very real card they could have here. And I have actual nothing. So I'm just going to say go. We have Watchdogs, so maybe we don't want to sacrifice this last food. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Poor predictable Bart. Always takes rock.
Alright, let's cast Watchdogs. Maybe I was wrong to that first food, honestly, but... Alright. Ah! God damn! So good! Why? God damn! Yes, 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 yes! Your turn. Playing around like a goddamn champ. They have a second copy, I will walk right into it. We just draw all spells for the rest of the game, you know? Here's a Rohirrim. Alright, so... Unfortunately, this card is very slow, but... I mean, maybe mountains left for this card. I have 1 mountain left. 5 lands left in my deck. If I drew the mountain there, it was a snap. Which was far so. This is actually ridiculous. Like, this is preposterous.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
All right. Rohirrim can't block. The ring falls to the Pathfinder. Just attack for 1, I guess. Absolutely ridiculous. 13 lands, folks. They have Lobergens. If I draw the mountain next turn before I can search for it, I will concede the game on the spot. I will concede the game on the spot and end the stream. That's it. It's done. It's over. I've had enough. That's aggressive. Alright. Might be dead. We didn't draw the mountain. There are 2 lands in my deck, or 3 or whatever, something like that. We're just dead here, though, right? We're pretty bad shape. This thing has Menace, and it's a Ring Bearer. It's almost impossible to block. If they tempt 1 more time, I'm super dead, obviously. I think I need the life, not the... Yeah, not the food, or whatever. This is ridiculous. Maybe we'll just double block the Rohirrim. That's really, really bad. Alright, so that's their temptation on the ring. I think we're dead. Maybe we should play 12 lands. I don't think we have any outs, honestly. I mean, Generous Ent wouldn't be bad. Oh, come on! Well, we got Smog. We got there. We made the Smog. Great. Pretty frustrating game, not gonna lie. Sorry, I guess. Well, no Mythic this draft, I guess. We'll just get as close as possible, though. We're going to keep this one. We have a surprise Bach with Lobelia. We have 2 red for there and back again. Honestly, we just draw Forest in our hands. Great. I'm going to keep this. Opponent mulligan. I'm keeping. The 2/3 flash for 3 is like almost like a Chupacabra. So, sure. It's annoying. Sure. Alright. A little tilt keep here. Ah, it's stupid. I should let them resolve this first, whatever. Still at 18. Come on. Any shuffle or truthers out there? I'm walking. Love it. All right, we did it. We did it. All right, so many partings set up for there and back again next turn, I think. Drawing only land for the rest of the game for sure, but now they have a 4/4. I'm at 18. Ugh. They have 9 power in play, and this thing goes off next turn to give it everything menace, too. Jeez. Also, drawing all 3 Watchdogs is super diminishing returns, so hand is about as bad as possibly could be. We can... They're so dead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whatever. We're really dead, but whatever. Yeah, obviously. Alright, I mean, these last 2 games have been pretty damn frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a bit of a tilt keep in this game, but... Alright, still going. Ain't done yet. I think this thing was pretty good. I mean, it was kind of shitty, but, like, not a bad kind of shitty, if that makes sense. I think the green decks in general are certainly reasonable if you build them like this, but, I mean, we just didn't get to play in a lot of those games, unfortunately, so... went 4 and 3. Not thrilled about it. Definitely could have run a little better in some of those games. Let's take a look. Let's hop on over to our untapped.gg. Check out our stats. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think many parties is great. I think splashing a bunch of stuff is great. I mean, maybe I should play 1 less land. I don't even know. But there and back again, kind of unimpressive. I would never first pick this card ever again. Definitely just not... I think it's fine, but pretty awkward. Love Strider, love Rise of the Witch King. Other cards of the deck are pretty good. It's important to have cards that defend well as well as attack well. I think a card like Strider does, which is a good size 4/4. It also has a good offensive ability, which is pretty good. Lobelia is pretty cool. Yeah. I think that Mushroom Watchdogs plays well with many partings as well. The problem is there are diminishing returns in the Watchdogs, where like the second copy is much worse than the first, but it is a really, really good curve. If you just go partings into Watchdogs and make it a 3/3, great way to keep yourself defensed and then get into your bigger spells also too. So what are you gonna do? I mean, again, would not first pick this card again. For science, we've done plenty of science drafts so far this draft, so that's cool. So 22 in the books, 23 coming up. YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe, and you're all great.